Dumbo octopus.
Just
This
have to step
octopus
his
uses
name!
fins, which resemble large ears, to move slowly
show
through
us
the deep
Jasmine?
reaches of the ocean.
Here, Jasmine.
Its entire body is
Two of
slightly
these,
whitish,
Jasmine?
though it has a reddish tint on its ears and
Two,
arms.
Jasmine?
While this octopus does not have an ink sac, it can change its body color using chromatophores, and it can constrict its arms to accelerate rapidly and flee predators.
Hi, Monkey.
Japanese flapjack octopus. This deep-sea octopus has 8 arms connected by a membrane that gives it the appearance of wearing a skirt. It has small fins that resemble ears, but these are actually used to help it maintain balance while swimming. It has no ink sac and typically preys on small crustaceans. Because of its appealing, energetic appearance, this species is a favorite in aquariums, often referred to as the idol of the deep sea. Vampire squid. In addition to its 8 arms, this species has 2 tentacles and a bioluminescent organ. The membrane between its arms gives it the appearance of a bat, or even a vampire, hence its name. However, while it belongs to the same class as squids and octopuses, it exists in its own order. It primarily eats crustacean shells and plankton, which is sometimes referred to as marine snow.
Little doppelganger is not lurking in the cupboard.
Bigfin reef squid. This species typically lives in deep waters, though it has been known to come into shallow waters during spawning season. It swims by wiggling the semicircular, transparent fins on its body, and observes its surroundings with its small, shiny eyes. These eyes, covered with a protective membrane, offer a wide field of view and allow this creature to spot potential predators from almost any direction. Spear squid. This squid is characterized by its slender, spear-like shape. It is usually transparent, though it may shift to a brown hue when excited. Overall, it looks similar to the sword-tip squid, but its thin, short tentacles set it apart. A male of the species is generally larger than a female, but both genders have a lifespan of approximately 1 year. During spawning season, this species breeds in shallow waters. Golden cuttlefish. This species has 10 arms, 2 of which are tentacles capable of expanding, contracting, and being stored in pockets on its body. It is able to change its appearance using the many pigment cells covering its surface. It is even able to change its actual physical shape at the same time. Japanese flying squid. This carnivorous creature is an agile hunter and usually feeds on small fish or other prey. It is very sensitive to water temperatures and migrates widely. Though it only lives for around 1 year, it serves a vital role in the ecological pyramid as a source of food for many other predators. It is also often used as bait for tuna fishing. Diamond squid. This squid has a bright red, spindle-shaped body, and spends most of its days deep underwater, though it may come nearer to the surface at night. Its eyes are not protected by any kind of membrane, meaning they are directly exposed to seawater. During its spawning season, this species lays egg masses wrapped in a gelatin, and the resulting births can number in the tens of thousands. Strawberry squid. This deep-sea squid's body is covered with a beautiful red coloration. As it matures, its left eye will grow larger than the right, resulting in a noticeable difference in size between the two. As a result, this squid tends to favor swimming with the larger left eye pointed upward, allowing it to detect even faint sunlight in the deep waters that it calls home. Colossal squid. Believed to be the largest invertebrate in the world, the eyes and jaw plates of this creature dwarf even those of the giant squid. Despite its immense size, it is believed that this squid can suppress its metabolism and survive on even a small amount of food for hundreds of days at a time. Rather than suction cups, it sports rotatable claws on its tentacles that may allow it to secure itself to its prey. Giant squid. This huge squid has 8 long arms and another 2 incredibly long tentacles, each over 10 meters in length, hanging from its enormous body. It prefers to live in the deeper waters of the ocean, though sightings in shallower waters, and instances of a specimen being caught in a net or drifting ashore have been more common in recent years. It primarily hunts neon-flying squid or fish, and it possesses an ink sac, though it is up for debate how effective spraying ink is in the pitch-black depths of the sea. Kraken Jr. A young giant squid that lives in the deep sea. Although small for its species, its reddish body and large eyes are still impressive when seen up close. Considering its surprisingly short lifespan of no more than 5 years, it's both impressive and a mystery how it can grow to be so large in such a short period of time. Flower vase jewel squid. This squid lives in the deep waters of the ocean and has bioluminescent organs all over its body. Its left and right eyes are different sizes, and it typically swims with the larger left eye angled upward. It is believed that the left eye, which has a yellow lens, is capable of detecting creatures that would otherwise be camouflaged, while the smaller right eye is used to search for prey below. This species appears to be prey to sperm whales, based on how often it is found in sperm whale stomachs. Chambered nautilus. This mollusk lives in fairly deep waters. This species has existed in roughly the same form for about 500 million years, so it is sometimes called a living fossil. Its outer shell looks like a parrot's beak, and it has about 90 tentacles, much more than its fellow cephalopods, the squid and octopus. The name nautilus means a sailor or ship. Ammonoidea. This cephalopod flourished after the Devonian period and likely lived until the end of the Cretaceous. Its shell had a unique shape, similar to but different from a conch. There were numerous variations on the spiral in shape. It was preyed upon by many fish and was a valuable food source for a lot of species. Ammonoidea, white. This white-shelled version of an ammonite was quite rare. The shell itself had a partition, and the wavy patterns inside are called suture lines. These suture lines are beautiful and complex, similar to those of chrysanthemum leaves, which suggests that this was a member of a species that lived near the end of the Jurassic period. Baculites. This member of the Amanitida order lived in the late Cretaceous period. Amanitida shells are usually flat and coiled, but this species had a straight, rod-like shell. With this streamlined shape, this species was likely a better swimmer than other ammonites. It probably swam with its shell at an angle to take advantage of buoyancy.
Oh, that is cool. You got a whole bracelet full of moanas.
Heteroceras. This member of the Amanitida order lived in the early Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic era. It was a heteromorph ammonite because of its unusual shell, which spiraled out into a more unwound shape. There have been many ideas about how this species swam with this shell shape. Diplomoceras. This member of the Amanitida order lived in the late Cretaceous period. It was a Diplomoceras. This member of the Amanitida order lived in the late Cretaceous period. It was a heteromorph ammonoid with an unusually shaped shell. This shell was U-shaped, with several tendons, roughly resembling a paperclip. It was also the last ammonite to survive until the end of the mass extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous period. Parapuzosea. This giant member of the Amanitida order lived during the late Cretaceous period. Like most ammonoids, its shell was a flat spiral, though this one had a diameter of 2 meters, making it one of the largest Amanitida species. It is believed that this creature propelled itself about by spitting water from a funnel, despite the weight of its massive shell. Pravatoceras. This member of the Amanitida order lived in the late Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic era. Like most ammonites, it had a flat, spiral shell, but halfway down its length it turned in the opposite direction to make an S shape, making it a heteromorph ammonite. Not many fossils of this species have been found, making it quite rare. Camarasaurus. This large, ancient species is believed to have lived from the Middle Ordovician period to the Silurian period. Research suggests it could grow to around 10 meters in length, and it is thought to have used its suction-cupless tentacles to ambush the trilobites, eurypterids, and nautilus as it preyed on.
Okay, sure. I have an idea. You don't get that.
Endoceras. This ancient nautiloid is believed to have lived between the Ordovician and Silurian periods. With a shell that could grow up to 5 meters in length, it was smaller than the Camarasaurus, but shared many other traits with that species, including a similar diet and hunting style. It is possible that the two creatures shared a taxonomic group. Orthoceras. This potentially carnivorous creature was a cephalopod in the Orthoceratidae family. It possessed a straight shell and is believed to have lived from the middle of the Ordovician period to the middle of the Silurian period. It is not known how many tentacles it had, but it is believed to have used its long shell to manipulate its buoyancy.
Monster into. Oh my god! You beast!